Hey guys, Spirit of Halloween here, and welcome to my review of the animated Twilight Twitcher from Spirit Halloween 2011. Alright guys, so here I have the Twilight Twitcher all set up. Now I must admit, this is one really cool zombie animatronic that Spirit Halloween sold. In fact, this is one of the cooler zombie animatronics that Spirit Halloween sold. This animatronic is 6 feet tall, as you can see there, which is pretty cool, and it also is pretty typical for Spirit Halloween animatronics. Spirit Halloween animatronics are always 6 foot tall, which is pretty cool. And another really cool thing this animatronic has is that both his left and his right arm and his shoulders are all padded. Now they didn't pad his legs or his shirt, which kind of sucks, but this animatronic does fill out quite nicely for a zombie animatronic. And another cool thing is that this guy is motion, foot pad, or try me button activated. Now there is no sound sensor on this animatronic, unfortunately, which does kind of suck because the motion sensor isn't really all that great, but it does the job fairly well, especially in well-lit conditions. Now the adapter that this guy uses is a 4.5 volt, 1.5 amp adapter, which is pretty typical for Spirit Halloween. In fact, it works really well with this animatronic, and I would recommend you use it. Now there is this weird yellow wire that this guy comes with. I don't really know what it's for. I'm thinking it's an external speaker jack, which if that is the case, that is pretty dang cool. Now another cool thing with this animatronic is that this guy can use a 6 volt 2 amp adapter, which is pretty cool. So just in case you lose the original adapter, a 6 volt 2 amp adapter will work just fine with this animatronic and it won't kill him. As I said, this guy is foot pad and try me button activated. Now the foot pad connectors are those weird old third-party animatronic Spirit Halloween foot pad connectors that they used to use. And the try me button connection is actually up in the mechanism box right there, as I'm trying to point at right there. And then you basically just switch it to foot pad, and it also works in the try me mode, so foot pad / try me, and it'll work pretty well. Alright, now for the quality. The quality on this guy is pretty okay. The base, the poles, the spine pole, the head and the hands, and basically everything else in this guy is all made out of plastic. The waist section and the chest section that kind of fills him out in the front is also made out of plastic, but it's the thinner plastic, which kind of sucks. I can't really see this stuff break though, but you know, it should last a long time, and I think it will last a long time. Now the detail on this animatronic is actually quite good. The head has lots of details. You can see his eyes are pink, and if you notice very, very closely, there's actually detail even in the eyes, which is pretty cool. The mouth is very bloody, the shirt's very bloody, the hands have detail, and there's bones and stuff sticking out, and the flesh is all rotting. And even right down to the shoes, there's detail, which is pretty interesting, you know. For shoes to have detail, like that's almost uncommon for Spirit Halloween animatronic, which I find is pretty cool. Now one last thing I forgot to mention is that you can pose this guy's arms, not all the way, but you can pose them somewhat, so you get a little bit more of a realistic look on this guy, which is also pretty cool. Alright, now time for my final thoughts. So, guys, I love the Twilight Twitcher. I honestly like this guy. This guy is a really cool animatronic, and the fact that he is very simplistic, the fact that he moves side to side and his eyes flash, and everything I just said, you know, this guy does, that makes this guy a really, really cool animatronic to buy. Now, you're probably wondering, where do I get this animatronic? Well, it does look like that there is one on eBay right now that you can purchase for basically the original price, which isn't so bad considering this animatronic is actually a older animatronic that you can't find anymore. But all in all, I'm going to give this animatronic a 4 out of 5 tombstones, just because I feel like they could have improved the quality a little bit, just a slight. Alright guys, that's about all the time I have for on this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions about this animatronic, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And with that said, this has been Spirit of Halloween 9's review on the animated Twilight Twitcher from Spirit Halloween 2011.